Good morning. So here are another two questions, 16 and 17. So let's start. Question number 16. So in the question we are given 4-chloroacetophenol, and first we have to treat this with NaCnHOAC, that is acetic acid. So these two will react and they will form HCl. So the reaction at this CO group, that is carbonyl group, we all know that aldehyde and ketone react with this HCl to form cyanohydrin, and that cyanohydrin will get hydrolyzed at this stage only, because acetic acid will hydrolyze that cyanohydrin. So first what we will get, chlorine will remain at fourth position, para position, and this O will get converted into OH. This is methyl group, and here you will get Cn. How? HCN, H plus Cn minus. This CO minus charge plus charge. So this Cn minus will react with this positively charged carbon, and cyanide will attach with this carbon, and oxygen will take this hydrogen. So we will get this OH and Cn. When both the groups OH and Cn are attached at the same carbon, we call this compound cyanohydrin. Okay. Now so P will be this. In this step, one more thing. This cyanohydrin or cyanide will get hydrolyzed with acetic acid, and at Cn we will get COOH. So finally cyanide, we know that cyanide on hydrolysis first forms amide, and then on complete hydrolysis we will get carboxylic acid. So you have to remember, whenever cyanide is there and you are having such compound which can hydrolyze it, your cyanide will get converted into carboxylic acid, and then this ethanol in presence of mineral acid H will give you a ester. So its Q will be this OH, this methyl here, and COO, and this ET. So this is esterification reaction. So Q will be this compound. Now we can see that this compound is treated with 2 moles of Grignard reagent, and we know that Grignard reagent, when react with ester, it requires 2 moles of Grignard reagent. Whenever there is a ester and you are treating that ester with Grignard reagent, the complete reaction will require 2 moles of Grignard reagent. So this reagent itself tells us that in Q there will be ester. Okay. Now what you will get on treating this Grignard reagent with this ester? C double bond O and this Et. When this Grignard reagent will react with this compound, ultimately what you will get? OH, this methyl. Okay. And at this carbon, these 2 methyl will get attached, CH3, and this O will get converted into OH, and this will get removed in the form of alkoxide ion. So at the place of ester, CO group, what you have to do? You will attach 2 alkyl groups and you will convert this carbonyl group into alcohol. Here we are having chlorine. So the final product will be this compound. So in first step, cyanohydrin formation and its hydrolysis. In second step, esterification reaction, and the third step, that is very important, Grignard reagent reaction with ester, and that will gives us this part. Now the 17th question is very important again, from coordination compound, and you have to give the answer that which compound is having which type of hybridization. So nickel, tetracarbonyl nickel, we know that atomic number of nickel is 28, and it has 3D8 4s2. Okay, but CO group, it is a very strong ligand, or you can say that it is the strongest ligand. So what it will do, it will transfer this electron from 4s to 3d and what you get 3d10, 4s vacant, and then 4p. Okay, so these two orbitals are required for the formation of this coordination compound, and ultimately it gives hybridization as sp3. That means this is A with first. Now come to second question. You are having 4 ligand and that is with copper. So either this copper will be in sp3 hybridization or dsp2 hybridization. So already we are having this sp3 hybridization for nickel, tetracarbonyl nickel. So the only option left is dsp2, and that you can check it. Now these two questions, both are octahedral complexes, and we know that central atom of octahedral complexes are either sp3d2 or d2sp3. So in the C option with iron we are having ammonia as a ligand, and in this D option we are having water as a ligand with iron. So out of water and ammonia, ammonia is a strong ligand and water is a weak ligand. That means ammonia will make the pairing of electron in Fe, and that's why we can use d orbitals in this. So in case of Fe NH3 due to the pairing of electron in d orbitals, we can use 2 d orbitals of